You realize that healing, that waking up, it's evolutionary tension, you can say. It's not a mechanical, linear process where you just do this, this, and then everything should look clean, and then you're good. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing it right. Like you have to understand this is a messy life. Growth is messy, and there's nothing you can do about that. This is what it is. Now, people who have been around long enough and have tried enough things, they come to realize these things. Then they try to share them, and the only people that seem to get it are those who have also already realized that. They're like, oh yeah, right on, good, some camaraderie here. The new people, it's like we can't skip these stages. If somebody told me this when I was new, when I was starting down the path, could I digest that? Could I assimilate that? No, probably not. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Why? Why couldn't I just hear that and be like, oh yeah, good. I can relax. There's nothing wrong with me. Yeah, this is what it is. This is a healing evolutionary process. Why couldn't I accept that? Because a couple of reasons. Number one, I was probably too naive. And so I was susceptible and impressionable by the masses who are saying, no, you just go to this person and they can heal everything. Or you do this and this spiritual teacher, or go to this shrine, or do this practice, or do this yoga. And then boom, look, read all the reports. Oh, wow, this person said they healed everything. See? So that's one factor. But really, I think a deeper factor is that I didn't want to accept that this is an unknown process. How one comes to realize their true nature, it's unknown. Like Grace is doing it. There's no instructions how to do it. I wanted to feel, because this is natural, we're identified with self-will and our mind and think that all we got to do, if we put our mind to it, we can get it. I wanted to believe in that. I didn't want to admit that, whoa, I'm really powerless over how this whole thing turns out in my evolution. I didn't want, because then that made me insecure. I was like, no, I want to believe that there's a way to fix it, and I'm going to travel the planet and try to fix it, or try to accelerate my evolution, or try to just bypass the whole thing. Even better. Yeah, I'm going to be a non-dualist and just say nothing exists. So I can see how all those things are attractive, but there has to be a sacred tension. I like that word, sacred tension. There has to be, for life to exist, there has to be duality. There has to be these the play of opposites. I'm limited, or I'm sick, or I'm disabled, and I want to heal. My body feels very broken. I need the fix. The same like when you drive your car. You get a flat tire, you want to fix it. These bodies are like cars, but they're not the same. They're the same on a gross level, but on an evolutionary level, they're not the same. So what has to be done? It's more what has to be undone. But how do you undo it? Again, the mind wants to think it can do all these things. We're talking about existential principles here. And it's beyond the mind to grasp. It can't grasp it. The mind can't understand these things. It may, it can have some rudimentary intellectual grasp on it, but it means nothing. In fact, it usually makes it worse for people, because then they think they got it. They think realization is the same as mentally understanding something. It's very different. So how do you undo? You be open to something in you that already knows this is true, number one. That's the undoing. You just be open to it. You're like, yeah, I see that I can't run this show. I can't get rid of this tension inside, even though I want to get rid of it, because the software, God put that in me. We don't want to be in pain. We want to get rid of pain. So how do I let that software play out while at the same time accepting that there's really nothing I can do about it? Well, do you see that there's no intellectual answer for that? There's no class that can teach you that, or no course. It's a undoing that's unfathomable. Now, satsang can help, listening to videos that point to these things and reading books that point to these things. That somehow assists with this undoing. How? I don't know. Nobody knows. Even those, imagine they know, don't know. People live in their imagination. There's very few like real people. Real doesn't mean, it just means real. It has nothing to do with IQ. It has nothing to do with what you've learned or read or believe in, nothing. It just means you're real. There's unity within your three bodies. Physical body, emotional body, mental body. They're like not all fragmented. You're not like saying one thing, but then feeling something else and then doing something else. There's a lot of that. Real is the real antidote for cooperating with this evolutionary process and healing if there needs to be healing. You just accept, like, okay, I'm doing the best I can do, but I can't control the results. And those who say no, because you're not trying hard enough, or no, here, did you try this person? You don't fall into that trap. You might have to fall into it a little bit to get to where you don't fall into it anymore. This is also, you realize that that's also the play of life, that we learn. Living wisdom comes from like experiencing things that are good for us and so-called not good for us. And then in that experience, this is how the evolution takes place. So you see how you can't skip evolution? You can't lock yourself into some bubble and just watch YouTube and read books and think that then you're gonna get this knowledge that way, and then you're gonna go out into the world and like you're gonna be a master or something. And then your relationships, like you've read all the relationship books, and now you know how to have a relationship. These silly dating coaches try to school the guys on how to like deal with girls or something. I'm like, hey, let God send you the right girl, you're done. You're done. All this stuff you read means nothing. She's gonna touch you somewhere inside, man, and you're just gonna feel powerless. Yeah, good. Then you'll get some living wisdom. That's what you need. So living wisdom, man, you gotta earn it. You gotta like be out in the trenches. And sure, that should be balanced with also study or knowledge, books and videos. And I like satsangs. Best in person is good. I'm not able to do that yet. I don't, maybe later somebody will put that together for me. I'm not the coordinating type anymore. But being in, even if it's via video, to be in a space where people are tuned on this frequency, however you want to describe this frequency, but if it resonates with you, if you belong to this archetype, then being in a group, having that resonant, energetic camaraderie can help facilitate this healing process or this shifting process. And you don't know how. It does what it does. You just find something wants to like be a part of things like that, and you feel it's good for your soul. It's like eating clean, non-processed food. It's like good for your body. Being fit, doing proper balanced exercise or yoga or combination of both, it's like good for you. It's good. Yes, but tell me exactly how it's good. No, I don't care exactly how. It's good. That's it. So when we do these other things, when we tune ourselves to truth, something inside feels good. It's like strengthening your spiritual muscles and tendencies, because the world's doing the opposite. It's strengthening delusion and ignorance in you. This is the game, right? We have to have both. You can't just have a bunch of, real knowledge. You need some ignorance to like balance it. There has to be some friction, some tension, so that then we have to use our intellectual powers or power of discernment to like navigate and say, no, I don't want to go around there. I'm not going to be around the bars or the parties or the people who are talking nonsense. Oh yeah, I want to go over here and be in nature or be around those who are talking on higher level. We have to have that. That's the game. We have to exercise our volition and choose, like, even though on a deeper level, there's no choice. We're like puppets, and we're being, guided to go here and go there, and here, do this and mess up. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, now go over here, and then you'll feel better. Yeah, I feel better. So it feels like we're making choices to do all that. Yeah, we have to cooperate with that sense of like independence and autonomy, because we're in the 3D game, and so it's real. We're wearing the virtual headset, so everything looks super real. And to deny that and to claim that like none of it's real is imbalanced. It's not real and it's real. There's some balance between that. That has to take place inside you. It's paradoxical. It's a dichotomy. The mind can't understand it. It's like, it just is what it is, though. So this is the most important thing, is to know you're not broken, though. That's the negative side, the negative forces that need to be there. They're doing their job by saying, like, you're broken. There's something wrong with you. You should be able to get this thing. Other people are getting it. You're not trying hard enough. You're not looking in the right places. You're not being disciplined enough. There's something wrong. And then your higher aspect of yourself, which most maybe we're not acquainted to listening to yet, because it gets drowned out by the negative forces, because the negative forces are very loud right now, both in other people, collective level, and your own individual thoughts. They're very loud. But the higher voice says, wait a minute, you're doing the best you can do, man. You're doing the best you can do. Like, what are you gonna do? You've tried this and tried that, and like, it's not about trying new things anymore. It's just not. It's not that I'm lazy and I don't want to try it. It's like the life force isn't supporting it anymore. It's like, okay, been there, done that. I've taken that class already of trying and making things happen. It doesn't work. Self-will doesn't work. Not for existential success. Self-will might be good. You want to go be an MMA star and go beat Conor McGregor. So then, okay, you're gonna go take some MMA class, and you're gonna really be diligent and do all your exercises and have discipline. Yeah, okay, that's okay, like on that level. Or you want to go be a doctor. Okay, you got to go to school and learn all this stuff, and yeah, good luck. And then you like go be a doctor, and you can put doctor by your name. So what was I saying? This stuff, though, when we're talking about healing deeper existential things and going to the next level of evolution and consciousness, you've learned now that you can't learn that. And so then you somehow relax. You said, you know what, this is okay. This is okay. Yeah, I want to feel better, and I want to shift these heavy energies inside. I wish they would dissolve. That's natural that I want that, of course. But I can't force that to happen. And I'm sick of looking over and over and over again, thinking there's a magic cure. I can't do it anymore. It's not because I'm lazy. I know that's not where it's at. Now that voice might be quiet. Therefore, people don't know if it's true. Because your true spiritual voice, it doesn't talk so loud. It's not like, stop doing that. You're already the pure self. It doesn't. It's just kind of like, it comes more as a tendency. And then the mind speaks loud. No, you need to keep going and do, So it takes a little bit of time to reacquire a taste for our true wisdom. Okay, that's okay. Again, that's where satsangs and books and good videos help. It helps to vivify these tendencies that we have inside, that for some people, they're very dormant. They can't hear anything. And others are starting to wake up a little bit. The ones that are waking up a little bit, good. Okay, yeah, we can work with that. The masses, no. They need to spend some more lifetimes trying to please their senses and thinking that they're running the show, and cool. Once you realize you're not running the show anymore, then an organic surrender begins to happen, and you don't even know it's a surrender. But when there's an organic surrender taking place, all of a sudden you start to feel some, you can call it a deeper power, divine guidance starting to kind of bleed through into your thoughts, into your perception, and you catch it. You're like, wait, this power isn't coming from this human mechanism. This is like this is some deeper power here. This is like what I've been trying to find. Somebody say, how'd you find it? What'd you do? I don't know, but I damn sure don't want to lose it. And so you start paying more attention to that. You start being grateful for that. And then when you put your attention on that more, then you start to like embody that more. It's just the laws of the game. If you put your attention on stool, then you get to be that more. So you learn these common sense things. You're like, no, I want to put my attention on this higher force, this more intelligent energy, because it knows what it's doing. Even if it looks like it's making my life worse, somehow I have no choice anymore. I just have to trust this. I've tried the self-will way, it doesn't work. So even if this divine way ends up killing me, good, it must be good. I need to be killed then, or something. You develop this unmovable trust for that. And then miracles can start to happen. And then when that really starts happening, you don't go and share it with anybody. Not because somebody told you not to, just because you don't do it. You're like, can't do it. If something's authentic like that, you don't broadcast it everywhere. It doesn't feel right. You just don't. You're quiet. You keep that energy in you. You don't spread it out everywhere. And look, everybody, I'm like awake. Come follow me. It's impossible. All right, good. I hope you got something from this. And it's a nice day out. I'll see you.